Hey everyone, my name is Chris. Here is the easiest yet most effective way to dominate your games on Heal Beam Medium. This was a scrim match against few of the best teams in the world, and I'm gonna show you exactly what we did in order to dominate them. One of the most important macro lessons I've learned playing with and against best players in the world called pacing. Pacing essentially means that you want to be really fast when it comes to your vault tapping, as well as you want to bring it to the desired cash out. Not only you will save yourself a lot of time, not only you will be able to choose the desired cash out, given the fact that another team is very late, but also the whole lobby becomes staggered. You will be able to cash it out and then go and grief other team for 10,000, or just play tempo for cash out 3, 4 and then 5 and 6. Another very common mistake I see is when people are prioritizing holding cash in hands to a superior position. You want to throw the cash away, destroy the team that's gatekeeping you, and then continue with your pathing towards the cash out. Hands down, one of the most effective way to defend your cash out in multiple story buildings is this. You want to place C4s on the cash out and then play one floor below. And when opponents decide to blow the cash out themselves, or they are fake stealing, or they are committing to a steal, you go for a window climb and destroy them from behind. They are gonna be clueless and you will get easy kills. I guarantee that. Here is another example of a situation where we successfully defended the cash out using the window climb method. It fundamentally works because when you have the cash out, you have the initiative, and opponents would have to commit their resources, utility, ammo in order to steal the cash out, and it lasts 6 seconds. Here is a perfect window of opportunity for you to drop the cash out and take the position of power above them.
Contestant left for the steamrollers. Yikes! Team wipe for the steamrollers.
It seems they've hit a...
Try to choose the most optimal way to get to the next vault as fast as possible. Don't forget about pacing.
Time to bow. Cash out completed by the powerhouses.
If you were able to cash out 10,000 and 15,000 vault without wiping your whole squad once, you are in a very privileged position. Right now, you can top 5 and bring it on the other side of the map in order to cancel the overtime. And even if one cash out goes in, it's still going to be impossible for you to lose. Not only that, but when you griefed the cash out 5, you can always look at tab to see the strongest team in the lobby and purposefully shoot only them. You want to hunt them, but do it only as 2. One of your teammates needs to sit in a corner on the other side of the map and not wipe, because if you lose 30%, you might be below qualification line.
Dashing to cash out A. Attack that contestant down there.
And this is exactly what happened. One of my teammates were anchoring while we were trying to grief the strongest team. And as you can see here, we were able to help the weakest team in the lobby to get through. I feel like a lot of players really don't understand how to properly position yourself on Heal Beam Medium. Here are a few fundamental principles. Fundamental principle number 1. If you don't see your heavy's back, you have a terrible positioning. you want to be behind him, you want to let him go first on ziplines, jump pads, you want to always have him in your line of sight, so you can always support him and provide with movement or APS. Fundamental principle number 2, you never want to take unnecessary damage, especially before the fight starts. You always want to keep your teammates alive, and you have the obligation to shoot, but only when you are out of heals.
Jump pad ready.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of players that are playing heal beam medium like they would play medium with recon, and as a result, not only you won't be able to utilize your heal beam, defibrillator, jump pads and ziplines to the full potential, but also you will die like an idiot in the middle of nowhere, staggering your team, making them waste resources in order to get you back on track. And this is another great example of us having a lot of money, so we don't care about getting knocked out, and instead we can focus all of our attention onto griefing a team that is the strongest in the lobby, so they don't get forward and knock us out next game.
From the competitors.
Here is another example of window climbing strategy on multiple story building, but it works like wonders if you have a double heavy medium or double medium heavy composition. In double medium, I suggest you to go for APS jump pad on one medium, and then you go for gas mine zipline on another. This way you will be able to have a superior point defense. Pretty much no one would be able to steal the cash from you if you play it well. It's interesting how some players would rather die like heroes with a nuke in their hand than live like a slave, pressing Q button and shielding you and your team up. This was a very sketchy situation on Duck and Cover Monaco. We are below the qualification line and we need to place the cash out in and successfully defend it. The problem is that there is a team above us and they're gonna grief the hell out of us.
Cash out set in motion by the foes.
Our heavy player died and it was borderline impossible to steal, especially with gas on the point last second. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.